Ethan Cole was not supposed to become a mystery. At just 24 years old, he had the kind of life that inspired envy. Young, handsome, and constantly traveling the world. Raised in a small coastal town in Maine, Ethan had dreamed big. After finishing hospitality school, he landed a rare position as a steward for Elysian Air, a luxury private jet service catering to billionaires, celebrities, and politicians. Polished, discreet, and fluent in 3 languages, Ethan quickly rose through the ranks. To those who knew him, he was ambitious but grounded, eager to travel, earn money, and eventually open a boutique hotel of his own one day. By early 2025, Ethan was assigned exclusively to one of Elysian's crown jewels, a Gulfstream G650, reserved for elite clients with tight security and tighter secrets. That prestige came with a warning whispered among staff. Not everything up there is as glamorous as it looks. The morning of March 14th was routine, or so it seemed. At 7:42 a.m., Ethan was seen on security footage walking briskly across the tarmac at Nice Côte d'Azur Airport. Dressed immaculately in his Elysian Air uniform, he carried a silver tray set and a leather binder of passenger details. He smiled politely at the camera, unaware it would be the last time anyone ever saw him. The flight was simple, a 90-minute hop from Nice to Farnborough Airport near London. On board were 5 people. Captain Julian Marks, pilot, 45 years old. Co-pilot Sarah Deneuve, 32. Richard Wexler, American tech billionaire. Olivia Crane, British venture capitalist. Ethan Cole, steward. The first hour passed uneventfully. Ethan served breakfast, caviar, coffee, and champagne, and was last seen by Wexler asking if he wanted a second espresso. Then, somewhere over the English Channel, at cruising altitude, Ethan disappeared. When the jet landed at 9:11 a.m., the crew prepared for disembarkation. That's when Captain Marks noticed Ethan was missing. At first, it seemed impossible. On a small, tightly controlled private jet, there were only a few places to hide. Yet Ethan was nowhere. Not in the galley, not in the restroom, not in the baggage area. His phone remained charging in the steward station. His ID badge was clipped to the wall. Authorities were called. An immediate search of the plane found no forced exits. No hatch had been tampered with. The emergency door alarms were intact and untriggered. There was no turbulence reported during the flight. No passengers or crew had noticed anything unusual. Ethan Cole had simply ceased to exist. The case exploded across the media. Conspiracy forums, podcasts, and tabloids devoured every detail. How does someone vanish on a private jet without anyone noticing? French and British aviation authorities conducted joint interviews with everyone on board. Captain Marks insisted Ethan had been his usual self that morning. Co-pilot Deneuve claimed she had no interaction with Ethan during the flight at all. Wexler and Crane, the passengers, described Ethan as professional and quiet, stating they hadn't seen him after breakfast service. Security footage from Nice Airport showed nothing suspicious. Ethan had boarded with a smile. Flight data recorder, black box, information was reviewed. There were no deviations, no loss of cabin pressure, no alerts triggered. Then investigators found something unsettling. A tiny maintenance hatch, used only by technicians, had been left unlocked. Technically, it could be opened mid-flight, but opening it at cruising altitude would result in immediate death. Explosive decompression would suck a person out into the thin, freezing air within seconds. Yet, there were no signs of decompression. No alarms. No warning lights. Nothing.